So I am sat here again because I felt like it, and you're going to be seeing a few videos here because I'm about to do some bulk filming, and this first one is going to be the Popular Opinions book tag, which was recently created by Abby over at the channel Abby Salter and is inspired by the Unpopular Opinions book tag, but has all of the questions flipped to give them a more positive spin. So this is the Popular Opinions book tag, and the first question is, what is a popular book or series that you love? And I'm going to go ahead and jump right in with The Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson, and I promise that my answers to these questions are not going to all be Brandon Sanderson. In fact, this is the only one. But yeah, The Stormlight Archive is massively popular, massively successful. It is an epic fantasy series, currently 4 books long, will eventually be 10 books long, and it's beloved by many, and rightly so. It's fantastic. I love it. Possibly my favourite Sanderson, although that's a really tough call, but I do really thoroughly love the series, and I definitely think it's worth all of the hype that it gets. Question 2 is an underhyped book which you wish were more popular and more hyped up, and for this one I'm going to say The Sound of Stars by Alicia Dow, which is a science fiction adventure story set on Earth, but an Earth that's been colonised by an alien race, or a couple of alien races actually, and it's the teaming up of unlikely allies to overcome a common threat, and it's fantastic. It has a secret library trope, it has great representation, it's written by a black author about a black character, and we also have non-binary rep, we have asexual rep. It's fantastic, and not enough people are talking about it. I think it came out just as COVID was hitting, and so unfortunately it was just really bad timing for the author, because it meant that it kind of got lost in all of the media that was happening around all the lockdowns and things, which is a real shame. And it's a fantastic book, and I really want more people to read it and discover how incredible it actually is. Next up, question 3 is a romance, love triangle, or OTP that you love. And for this one I'm going to go with Josh and Hazel from Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. This is about Josh and Hazel. It's a friends to lovers story, basically. Josh and Hazel are as opposite as you could possibly get. He is very mellow and organised and straight-laced, and she is very quirky and fun and exuberant, and you wouldn't really put them together usually, but they're just so perfect, and they set each other up on blind double dates, and these dates just go horribly because really they should be dating each other, and it's just so cute. I mean, it's a romance story, you know they're going to end up together anyway, but you just can't stop turning the pages to get there. I just love them so much. I think Christine Lauren did so well with the chemistry between these two characters, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. Question 4 is your favourite genre and a popular genre that you want to read more of, and it goes without saying my favourite genre is fantasy. There was never any doubt about that one, but in terms of a popular genre that I would like to read more of, I'm definitely going to say science fiction, and specifically young adult science fiction. I have tried some classic adult science fiction. I don't seem to gel quite as well with that, but I don't read young adult science fiction very often either, but whenever I do tend to enjoy it. So I think I just need to read it a bit more often, since I do seem to enjoy it so much. So definitely young adult science fiction. Question 5 is a popular or beloved character that you also love, or a character that you feel deserves more love. And Abby said Laszlo Strange from Strange the Dreamer for this one, and I think that is a really good answer because Laszlo is great. And I mean, I would say Kaladin from the Stormlight Archive, but I already promised that I wouldn't say any more Brandon Sanderson stuff, so if I'm not allowed to say Brandon Sanderson stuff, then I will probably go with Linus from The House in the Cerulean Sea, because he's just, you know, he's such a good person. Like, he's really rigid at the beginning of the story, and again, a really straight-laced character who won't really sway from the rules at all, but you can tell that he really cares, and his growth in that book, it's so wonderful to see. And I don't think I'm alone in this, which is why it's my answer to this question, because I think that Linus is really, really great. And I mean, to be honest, any of the characters from The House in the Cerulean Sea, they're all just such cute little cinnamon rolls, you know? Number 6 is an auto-buy author, and again, I could say Brandon Sanderson, but what I'm actually going to say two. So the first is Alice Oseman, and the second is Lauren James. So Alice Oseman does contemporary fiction and YA contemporary fiction, which deals with lots of really great mental health themes, and I just really enjoy her writing style and her character work. And then Lauren James does more science fiction, young adult science fiction, and everything I've read by her, or everything I've read by both of them, I've thoroughly enjoyed. So 100%. I will always buy whatever they have coming out, regardless of what it is, because I just trust that I will enjoy it, because I've enjoyed literally everything by them that I've read. Number 7 is a popular book trope that you enjoy reading about. And I mean, my favourite trope is the competition trope. I don't know if that's actually popular. I guess it is. I see it come up fairly often, so I guess it's probably popular, but I think that's my answer. It's my favourite trope. I really, really love a competition trope, so I'm going to go with that one. Number 8 is a popular series that you are excited to read, and there are so many of these. I'm going to start with a couple that I have actually already started. So I am currently reading book 1 in The Wheel of Time. There's so much hype surrounding that series. It's like the godfather of modern fantasy, so I'm really excited to finish reading book 1 and carry on reading the rest of the series so that I can finally be part of that fandom. And then another one that I've started already that I want to continue is the Ember in the Ashes quartet by Sabaa Tahir. I have read book 1 and Ember in the Ashes, but I haven't read the other 3 books, but I do have them now because I ordered the special edition Fairy Loot ones, so I have them and I'm excited to continue reading. And then I'm also excited to start the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, which I'm planning to start in March actually, and ditto for the Bone Season, which is by Samantha Shannon and which I am also planning to start in March. They're all super popular series and all series that I'm really looking forward to getting into and becoming part of those fandoms, because they just seem really fun and immersive, great fantasy, and at the end of the day, that's what I love. And then finally, question 9 is a popular book and or film that you love both versions of. And the one that immediately springs to mind when I think of this is the Hunger Games trilogy by Suzanne Collins. I love those books, and those films are just absolutely fantastic. I thought that they did just so well with those films. They're so true to the books. They cut out stuff because they have to, but it's nothing that really hampers your enjoyment of the story. So I just think that they did just such a fantastic job with those films, and I equally enjoy rewatching the films as I do rereading the books, and I've done both of those things multiple times. So I definitely think The Hunger Games is a fantastic example of complementary book and film adaptations of the same story. I think they stand well on their own, and I think that they stand well together, and every time I think about them I just want to reconsume the story in some way. So definitely definitely the Hunger Games trilogy. And that is it. Those are all of the questions in the popular book opinions tag by Abby. Thank you to Abby for creating this one. She and her channel will clearly be linked in the description, as will the original video. Lots of people have done this tag already, which is super fun, so do go and check out those other videos as well. And if you haven't been tagged in this already, then I'm being lazy and I'm saying you are tagged officially. So if you want to make this video and gush about books, then do so. It's really, really fun. And if you haven't already, check out Ponderful Books, which is my new book parcel service with my sister, linked in the description as well. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks, bye.